Welcome back. Lino Mudu is off today. Now, when the Ebola epidemic hit West Africa, some healthcare systems just collapsed. Attention was then focused on the shortage of health workers in countries with the poorest health indicators and the potential impact on those countries' ability to fight disease and provide essential life-saving interventions. The World Health Organization estimates that the current workforce in some of the most affected countries in sub-Saharan Africa would need to be scaled up by as much as 140% to reach international health development targets. For some insight into the value of training health workers and the critical role they play, I'm joined by Mariatu Kargbo, President and founder of Global Health College in the U.S. state of Virginia. Ms. Mariatu.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, we're talking about a dire shortage of health workers in Africa, and you are in the business of training health workers. First, tell me, what led you into this?
I believe that what I do is it's a calling. You know, many years ago, my parents had encouraged me to take their paths, you know, one in business and one in nursing. And so I decided to satisfy both of their requirements. And so with the passion to follow the footsteps of my parents and the passion to educate others, I've been referred to as an educational student, professional student.
Yes.
So I decided that opening a college to offer the privilege of lifelong learning to so many people was imperative.
You are a native of Sierra Leone, one of those countries that were seriously affected by the Ebola epidemic. How did your observation of how things were happening and the need for health workers influence, or at least make you think about what you're doing in training health workers? Yes,
absolutely. From watching from outside, it appears there was a lack of either education, in the sense that the healthcare practitioners did not know how to prevent the spread of the disease. But most importantly, the citizens in the country were not informed of the detrimental effect of the disease.
Mm-hmm. Now, tell us about what kind of training you're providing in your college right in the United States.
Okay. Several different programs, starting from a 1-month program to nurse aide, you know, nursing assistant, to practical nurses and the associate degree level and the bachelor's level in nursing.
When we think about health, the health sector, we think of doctors right up there. Every young kid wants to be a doctor. Tell us the value, the role of a healthcare worker below a doctor.
Absolutely. I say to my students all the time that it is important to understand your role that you play in your patient's life. As the nurse, you are with the client 24 hours. The physician comes in about 10, 20 minutes and they leave. So absolutely the nurses are, I believe, are the heroes of the healthcare professional.
Mm-hmm. They do quite a lot.
Absolutely.
Now somebody might say, well, Mariatu is in Northern Virginia, or rather in America, in Virginia. What is the relevance, for instance, with people in Africa? What does your training do to help those who are in Africa?
It's amazing. Many of our students have migrated from Africa, and so the goal is for them to become educated and gain experience and return to their individual homes. Mm-hmm. So yes, educating nurses and myself, my plan is to travel to Africa and offer some of the services that I've gained over the years.
Yes, mm-hmm. And you have an opportunity to train people not only from Sierra Leone,
but nationwide. It's Global Health College.
Yes. Global Health College. And they can work here, but also take some of the skills back home. What's your vision in very few seconds?
I want to give to people the opportunity to be self-reliant. And I believe the most powerful tool for anyone to remain, reliant on their own self is to be educated. Mm-hmm. So,
thank you very much for sharing these insights. And we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mariatu Kargbo is president and founder of Global Health College in the U.S. state of Virginia.